Here's a question I get all the time from STR managers who are thinking about using our services. Ben, can I just do my own bookkeeping, or am I going to get myself into trouble? And the answer isn't a simple yes or no. For some of you, DIY bookkeeping is fine right now. But for others, you're one bad spreadsheet away from a real problem, and you might not even know it yet. So, in this video, I'm going to help you figure out exactly where you stand. We'll look at when DIY works, what tools can help, and the clear signs that tell you it's time to bring in a professional. Let's start with when doing your own bookkeeping can actually work. If you're managing a small portfolio, 1 to 3 listings, and you're organized and on top of your numbers, doing this yourself can work, but it works under specific conditions. You need to know exactly what came in and what went out each month. You need to be reconciling your bank accounts regularly, meaning you're checking that what's in your books actually matches your bank statements. Not only that, you need to confirm that each reservation was fully paid to your bank account. This is a lot easier if you're just on one booking channel like Airbnb. And lastly, you need to have a clear record of every owner payout you've made. If you can do all that consistently and your portfolio is small, you're probably okay for now. The key phrase there is for now, because that typically changes as you grow. Whether handling your own books is safe for your business really comes down to 3 things. The first factor is the number of listings you're managing. To me, this is the biggest one. The more listings you have, the more transactions you're dealing with, more homeowners, more payouts, more expenses, and more reconciliations. At 1 to 5 listings, you can probably keep up, but somewhere after that, things start slipping, especially if these are busy properties that have a lot of turnovers, a lot of expenses. A missed transaction here, an owner payout that's slightly off there, vacation tax deadline that sneaks up on you, that is when doing it yourself starts getting genuinely risky. The second factor is your software setup. Not all tech stacks are equal, as you all well know. If you have the right tools in place, you're in a much better position, and here are a few that are worth knowing about. If you're using a property management system like Hostaway or Guesty, these platforms have reporting built in that can give you a better picture of your revenue. They're not a replacement for proper bookkeeping, but they certainly help. For accounting software, QuickBooks Online is the most common choice for STR operators regardless of your size. It connects to your bank accounts, it tracks your income and expenses, and can generate basic financial reports. If you're going to DIY, you really should have something like this rather than relying on spreadsheets alone. The third, if you're a little more advanced, there's VR Platform or VR Trust or Clearing that can also help you generate those owner statements. The question to ask yourself is this: can my current setup give me a clear and accurate picture? And can I accurately generate an owner statement and pay out those homeowners each month? If the answer to either of those is no, then that's a problem. Third factor is your goals. If you plan to stay small, maybe 2 to 3 listings as a side hustle with no real plans to grow, then DIY might serve you long term. But if you want to scale, bring on more property owners, and build this into a real management business, your bookkeeping needs to grow with you. Trying to manage the books while also growing operations is one of the fastest ways to create a financial mess that is expensive and time-consuming to clean up later. So when is it actually time to stop doing it yourself and bring in a professional? In my experience, there's usually a clear tipping point, and it tends to look like this. You've crossed around maybe 5 listings, but really your owner reports are taking you hours each month, and you really dread that first week of every month. You're not completely confident your numbers are right, but you don't have time to double check them. Maybe you've got a tax filing coming up and you're stressed about it. Or an owner asks you a question about their financials and you have to scramble to find the answer. Most importantly, are you not growing because this is holding you back, either time-wise or because you're not confident in your books? If any of that sounds familiar, you've probably already crossed that tipping point. You just haven't made the move yet. And here's something worth thinking about. The cost of getting this wrong, whether that's a tax mistake, an owner dispute over a payout, or just the hours you're spending each month trying to hold it all together, usually far outweighs the cost of getting professional help. This is not about whether you're capable of doing your own bookkeeping. It's about whether that is really the best use of your time and energy as someone who is trying to grow a business. For most STR managers past a certain point, The honest answer is no. The opportunity cost you're losing out every month far outweighs the cost of a professional. Before we wrap up, here's a quick gut check. Ask yourself these 3 questions. First, can you tell someone exactly how much profit you made last month right now without digging around? Second, if an owner called you today and asked about their last payout, could you explain it clearly and confidently? And third, are you actually on top of your vacation tax obligations, or is that something you're kind of hoping works out? If you answered yes to all 3, you're in decent shape for now. Keep an eye on things as you grow and revisit this conversation as your portfolio expands. If you hesitated on these, that might be your sign. It's probably time to at least have a conversation about what professional support could look like for your business. DIY bookkeeping is not automatically a bad idea, but there's a point where it stops being practical and starts being a liability. Knowing when you've hit that point is one of the best things you can do as a manager. If you are hitting that point and want to know what the next steps look like, that's exactly what we do at Keystone Bookkeepers. We work specifically with short-term rental managers, so we already understand how your business works. We handle monthly financials, owner reports, trust accounting, vendor and owner payouts, and vacation rental tax filings, so you can stop stressing about the books and get back to your portfolio. There's a link in the description if you want to find out whether we're a good fit for your business right now. And if this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. We put out practical content for STR managers. And if you got questions, drop them in the comments below. Thanks, and see you in the next one.